After the events of the last game, you know, almost losing my wife and getting saved by Chris, me and Mia decided to, you know, settle down, and we decided to adopt Chris as our own son for his heroic behavior. So we're really living the life here. We got a beautiful son, a beautiful house. We got everything. I'm really excited to just sit down after a hard day's work and eat some dinner. Just took that shit. Oh my God. Mia, no. Mia. Oh, well, my wife's dead.
What? Why?
Oh, now she's dead. Oh no, it's my daughter Rose. She's back for revenge. We replaced her with Chris, and now she's pissed. I have to get Chris back, but it looks like we're gonna need a knife once again. So can we beat Resident Evil 8 with just a knife? Let's go find out. So after getting kidnapped by Rose and thrown into a white van, our white van crashes, but luckily we stumble upon a village. Now rumor has it that there's a very large lady in this village, a very tall lady that I would love to meet. So roaming around this village, we gotta find our little man child. I really miss his cute little face. So we meet a lovely old man. He gone. Now for our first fight, and all I did here was I just ran past this guy. I grabbed the bolt cutters and just ran. Then we head into this next section, which is a survival section. For the most part, I just kind of ran around a good bit on this roof. Then all of a sudden, this rather girthy man with a hammer just came up and yelled at us. Could do this all fucking day. Holy hot damn, he's here. He's here. He ain't joking. Holy shit. He's pissed. So after surviving that section, we then meet this hot, I should say, just stunning old lady. Look at those glasses. She's got class. She tells us that our son Chris, our baby man-child, is in the castle. So before that, we watch a few civilians die. Not a big deal. Then we make our way to the castle.
Drop it.
On the way there, we get kidnapped by Magneto, and he takes us to the very large lady. And there she is. I just feel a certain power all of a sudden. So after running away from some of the werewolf dudes, the Lycans, we are now in the castle. And I gotta say, they got a lovely choice for decor in here. We then get kidnapped by the daughters, and oh my goodness, look at the power. I mean, I think they're into me. A lot of blood on the ground. Oh, wow. So Lady Dimitrescu, that is the very tall lady. She has 3 daughters that we have to kill, sadly. Each one of them is guarding or is near a mask that we need those masks to open up the front door to escape. We need 4 of them. So after getting a glimpse of our fair lady, oh my, is that her? Oh, so much power. No, please don't leave. I'm right here. Please, no. We then kill the first daughter. Which I gotta say, this section of the game, like the whole castle section, is actually pretty short, especially if you're speedrunning. It's quite sad. I wish this was a little bit longer because the castle is just beautiful, and I would love to just spend more time to get to know each other. We then, for a second time, get our hand cut off. Oh, me, you wouldn't cut my hand off, would you? You wouldn't, oh. I don't know what it is with Ethan losing his hands and shit, but it's not cool. After playing some awesome piano, we get a sight for sore eyes. Heard it. Hello to you. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, no, not from behind. Now to kill the second daughter.
I don't want to die.
I tried to put a ring on it. I also decided halfway through this to use the karambit knife, so don't get mad at me, because I wanted to use this karambit knife because it did do more damage, and I'm kind of a pussy. This is my video, so, you know, I make the rules here. Wow. Hello. Thank you for your service. Anyways, then we kill the third and final daughter. None of the boss fights with the daughters are actually too bad. The game gives you a lot of leniency with them by giving you a window or something to shoot out, and when you shoot it out, it lets the light in and it weakens them because they're vampires. So after that, we have all the mask, and we make our way outside to have the final boss fight with Lady D, which this was the saddest boss fight. I knew it was just coming, and I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't. She was she's too glorious. I couldn't hurt your majesty. So she turns into a giant majestic dragon, and we end up killing her.
You're the one who's cursed.
Ah, got him. After that, we find a jar, and it turns out in this jar is a piece of my son, Chris. Our little man-child, like his legs or some shit, is in this. And I don't know whose idea it was to take apart my little man, but it's kind of rude. So we defeated the first big boss of the game, which I'd like to explain real quick that there are 4 lords of this village. The big bad of this game is Mother Miranda, who you saw. She's like the bird lady, but there's like her children, kind of. So you have Lady D, who we just killed. You have Donna, the doll lady. You have Moreau, the goopy man, and Magneto. We have to go to each of them to get a piece of our sweet man-child. So now we make our way to Donna's segment, which her part is pretty easy because you really don't have to fight anything. Most of it is just running. It's very similar to the Lucas segment in RE7, the like escape room stuff. Look at you. You are just the cutest. So after killing Donna and getting another piece of Chris, we now make our way to Moreau's segment. Smack your ass. Look at my God, more caked up than Lady D. And I love this segment because it really reminds me of the Van Helsing movie that I grew up watching with Hugh Jackman in it. And it's so cool. I love the Van Helsing type of stuff in games like Bloodborne and that kind of stuff. It's so beautiful. You also might notice that I don't really run into many enemies during this playthrough because most of them I just ran completely past just so I could get to the main segments of the game. And so most of this I was basically just speed running past. So then we get to Moreau's boss fight, and his boss fight isn't bad at all. I just stayed up right up on him, stabbing away, going back and forth. I did almost die here, but we kept up the energy and we just kept stabbing his critical and all kinds of stuff. It was great. Had a fun time. So we got the third piece of our son, and now we have to find the final piece of Chris. On our hunt looking for that final piece, we get in another boss fight with this big old guy with a hammer, and he's not bad at all. Just a lot of blocking and staying behind him and jabbing back and forth. And hey, we beat him first try. We're doing pretty good. So Magneto is super impressed with how well we're doing, and he wants to work with us. He's kind of watching over us, seeing how good we are. And Magneto actually wants to fight Mother Miranda. He wants to rebel against her. And so Magneto's just kind of talking over the plan with us, but Ethan, he doesn't really want to go with it. Ethan just wants blood. So we decline, and we have to fight Magneto. Now, Magneto's section of the game is really cool. It's really campy and fun. I love the mechanical factory stuff. The enemy variants and whatnot are really cool here. And after fighting his biggest fan, see what I did there? Because he's a fan. We now get to fight Magneto, which for this fight, you get to hop in a giant ass tank, and it is so fun. I don't know who thought of this shit, but they need a raise stat because this shit is so fun and goofy. I love it. And I know what you're saying, Pajama Luke, you're in a tank. This is not a knife. And I know the game forces you to get in this tank. There's no way to skip it. So for this section, it doesn't count. So Magneto turns into this giant mechanical monster, and the music, the visuals, just the atmosphere, everything is just so fun. And we beat the shit out of Magneto. And after this epic battle, we find Mother Miranda. And yeah, she rips our fucking heart out, which like, yeah, I'm gonna need that back. Obviously, Ethan dies from this, and yeah, I'm gonna miss his what the hells.
What the hell's going on? What the hell? What the hell? The hell? What the hell? What the hell? The hell? What the hell? The hell? What 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 the hell?
Now we switch to play as the giant buff baby Rose, which I gotta say, this section of the game, nothing really happens here. I don't feel like playing as this big buff baby trying to take my beautiful child. We then switch back to play as Ethan, and Ethan, it turns out he survived because back in the Baker house in the 7th game, he was infected with the like parasite mold infection, whatever it is. And it explains why he's even just still alive after losing his hand so many damn times and being stabbed, shot. I don't know what's happened. He's had so much shit to him, I've just lost count. Anyways, now we get to the final boss of the game, which is Mother Miranda, and we gotta fight her, and her boss fight is pretty cool. She has 3 different stages to her boss fight. She has her normal stage where she's just kind of chilling. She has her giant spider phase, and she has her crow bird phase. So as long as you stay up close, other than when she turns into the bird phase, sometimes she'll throw bird shit at you, and you kind of gotta like run around and dodge it. But other than that, if you stay up close to her and you jab at her, she's not too bad. She's pretty easy. easy. Then again, I am using the karambit. So after a little bit of dodging the bird shit and backs and forths and stabs, we did it. We beat Mother Miranda. Now, because we beat Mother Miranda and Ethan's, like, I guess you could say power was drawing from her since he's infected with the same thing that all the people were, it weakens Ethan like a bunch. And Baby Rose plants a bomb on the big Megamycete, the parasite thing. So Ethan entrusts Big Buff Baby Rose to take pity on Baby Chris, and Ethan ultimately sacrifices himself to save everyone. Oh yeah, also Mia's alive. And there you have it. We beat Resident Evil 8 with just a knife. And I gotta say, I love this game so much. I recommend it so much. It's a great game for challenges. If you ever get the chance to play it, please go play it for yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more challenges with Resident Evil or any other game. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And as always, love you guys. Bye-bye.